Vicious Dave for Life, who is one of my favourite followers, I've got to say, his videos are really cool, go and check them out. Apple is not going to update their Intel Macs, they're done with them. They will support them until the end of 2022, but I'm sure Apple will say something like, we've upgraded our products to Apple Silicon and we want to let you know that we will not be making any more Intel-based computers. However, we will support those who use them until holidays 2022. So yeah, there was a bit of a discussion in the thread about this. There were people saying they're going to get 5 to 7 years of support. There's people saying a few different things. Now, all we have at the moment is the fact that we can look back at what Apple has done in the past and how long they've supported stuff for previously. Now, my 2013 iMac over here does not get support anymore for new operating systems. So that got 6 years. 6 years of updates. So from 2013 through to 2019. Those were the years that you could get the brand new thing. 6 years is not too bad. So it's right in the pocket of that 5 to 7. Some of the 2012 models did get support for Big Sur. Some of the 2014s didn't, I think. I think you had to have 2015 or newer, maybe 2014 or newer for the iMacs. So it's basically in that little pocket there. It's about 5 years. Now, with a big shift like this, I feel like Apple is probably going to go for the lower end of that, so the 5 years. I know Apple said they're going to be completing their transition by 2022. That, I think, means that's when they will stop selling Intel Macs. The last one they released was 2020. That was the iMac update, the 27-inch that got the new display coatings and new processors and stuff like that. So I actually think that 2025 will be the year that they stop supporting with new operating systems. Now, I don't know if the 2025 version will get Intel support, or 2025 will be the first year you don't get support for Intel. But as I've said before, I do think that you're going to start getting people wanting to move over to Apple Silicon more and more, because Apple's going to start putting in features that will only run on Apple Silicon. So rather than being a this is where we stop kind of thing, I think that the way that it will happen is more and more people will want to move over to Apple Silicon, because A, the performance is just going to be mind-blowing compared to the Intel stuff that's out there already, and 2, there are going to be more features like being able to run iPad and iPhone apps that will only really support Apple Silicon, because it needs to be supported in the hardware and it's not about disabling software features or anything like that. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. Let me know down in the comments if that made any sort of sense to you, or if it was a bit rambly. But hopefully that does make sense. Apple's going to kind of incentivize people to move over, so I don't think there's going to be many people by next year that want to buy an Intel Mac. As soon as we get M1X, there should be almost no reason to buy an Intel Mac unless you absolutely have to have Boot Camp. And at that point, I really think being able to do something like TeamViewer to a dedicated Windows PC that you can use for those bits and bobs that you need on your Mac is going to be the way forwards. And as I say, we need to get that gaming support coming to Macs as well, but that comes down to the developers, not to Apple themselves, unless they're going to just buy some studios. I'm iCave Dave, and I simplify Apple so everything just works for you. And if you want the latest Apple news, leaks and rumours every weekday at 12 UTC, like this video, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing, and post up #notification squad down in the comments so that I can give you a shout out at the end of the next video.